No matter where the current flows, there's always a goal in sight. No matter how difficult the struggle is, there's always relief at the end of the flow. And that right there is the ending for my poem sequence thingamajig. This is already going up as a kind of a great start right here. Commentary-wise, gameplay-wise, well, we all know how lovely these gameplay sections can be for me. Well, watching Pastel fail multiple times at the most simplest things during B-side shenanigans, but I haven't even gotten to my intro yet, so let's just get to that at this point. Hey guys and gals, it's 30 Dante, and welcome back for some more Celeste B-side shenanigans thingamajig. Last time we were here, we went over and did C-side. Yes, we did C-side chapter 6. No, we did B-side chapter 6. Lord. In this part right here, or chapter, or whatever you want to call it at this point, we are doing B-side chapter 7, and yeah, if you already looked at the time for this part right here, we're gonna be here for a while. 40 plus minute part. Lord. No, you probably, no, there's probably some people here that are probably questioning why this is a 40 plus minute part. Chapter 7, in terms of the B-side levels, is the longest B-side level in the game. I'm not kidding when I say this. There is a lot of sections in this chapter, which surprised me when I was editing it. Like, for a second, I thought I went over and screwed up a lot throughout this entire thing, which, for the record, I do. There's a couple sections that I did struggle with, but I don't exactly remember what they are since it's been a little while since I last edited this, so yay, going in blind. The way they should be, but anyways, Basel, if you can dash a little better right here. Like, dude, seriously, you could do a little bit better right here, man. Alright, no, you're just gonna keep stumbling right there, then I'm not really gonna talk to you all that much. I'll just say that right there. Anyways, just, yeah, once again, B-side chapter 7 is very long, and for that reason, we're gonna be here for a bit, meaning that I have to get some random, meaning that I'm gonna have to be commenting for this entire thing, but the problem is, I can't talk for too long, or at least try to think of conversations to say right here about this entire time. This is where I would love to do some Q&A with you guys for the Discord server. Stealthily, mind you, but unfortunately, I'm recording this on a weekday, and most of my audience are at school at the moment, so yeah, that's not gonna happen. So, we're not doing Q&A, unfortunately. Maybe for Chapter 8. I want to do Q&A for these things at some point. Because I got nothing better to say for these parts anyways. Because, I mean, sure, we have this chapter and Chapter 8 left for B-side, but we have to do C-side, but geez. Well, not necessarily have to do C-side, but we're doing C-side next, after this. And then ending the playthrough with Chapter 9. Kind of a fitting conclusion for the most part. Hence why I'm kind of handling it this way, but anyways, I think I failed right here. Yeah, I failed. Failed right there, and I didn't even get the spring. I mean, mind you, the spring wasn't going to save me anyways, but, so, yeah, there's that much, at least. I believe I get it right here. Yep, I got it right there. So we are done with the Chapter 6 portion of Chapter 7. Now we are going through Chapter 1. Yay! And yes, you can probably see why this is so long. B-side Chapter 7 is literally replicating what Chapter 7 did, which was reusing aspects of the original Chapter 7, which was bringing back older areas and spicing them up a bit, just so they're completely unique. The thing is, that's a lot of hard segments for, like, one Well, not really one thing I'm doing to do, but for the record, that was a really close jump, man. Like, seriously. Lord. Anyways, kind of get back to this. Once again, it's a lot of hard segments when it really should be kind of short. If you're gonna be making something that's like long, let's not have it be so difficult. Which, for the record, all the sections in B-Side Chapter 7 aren't really all that bad. There are a few that will stump you, but besides that, they go relatively easy. It's just the real major pain about Chapter 7 is that it's so long, is what I'm trying to say here. That's pretty much what the whole gist of this B-side is. So it's not necessarily that it's overly difficult, it's just long. And just, yeah, it's just long, and, yay, God, that took about, yeah, that section for the record took me a little bit to do, because I can't dash for the life of me. Like, that's anything new, but, thought I should bring it up anyways, because, anyways, we are 8 minutes in so far, and we only have 35 minutes left of the part, so, yay! Thankfully, I do have some things to talk about this time around. And this was a question that I've gotten asked from one of the fans, and even though I did answer them there, I guess I can also answer it here. Pretty much, what got me interested in becoming an LPer or a live streamer, really. That kind of thing. To be frankly honest, some people will probably do this for money, some will do this just for fame. Me? I did it because it was personally a dream of mine. It's like one of the few things that I actually kind of did want to do in my life. Pretty much, it's kind of part of my bucket list, really. Because I've always wanted to do LPs for the longest time, and live streaming wasn't right away, but it was later throughout my life that I wanted to do live streams. So there's also that. Pretty much the background history of, the history between me and Let's Plays and live streams, I guess I should say. This was back in, Lord, it's like, I was around 6th grade at the time, so I would like to say around 2012 to 2011, somewhere around there. Pretty sure it was a year. It was a year at. Well, year. Pretty sure it was the year that the 3DS XL came out. Not the new one or anything like that, but just the vanilla 3DS XL that not a lot of people have nowadays because the new is just better. It's the new and improved. It's the one that lets you play Super NES games and all that kind of jazz. I mean, how else are we gonna play Earthbound on the go without that? Which, for the record, I still love to have Earthbound on the go. Hence why I'm I'm hoping for a Switch release of Earthbound at some point for the Super NES collection. I doubt they would do it, but I would love to see it at least, because that would be pretty cool. Anyways, it was during my 6th grade year when I had a friend stay over for the night, and we were watching some YouTube videos. One of the videos that he brought up was actually Chucker Conroy's playthrough of Wind Waker. That was how I also discovered Wind Waker, and that playthrough also kind of got me into the Zelda series. I mean, I played Twilight Princess before, but I didn't really think too much of it, but that playthrough really was the one that really got me into the Zelda series. Though it's more Majora's Mask that kind of got me into it, but I'm kind of sidetracking at this point. It was his playthrough of Wind Waker that he brought up, and I instantly fell in love with it. After my friend left, I just went over and completely watched the entire thing, rewatched it twice. And then when I learned he did other playthroughs, I went over and watched those, and the rest is history. ever since then, I've been wanting to do Let's Plays for the longest time. That's pretty much my history with Let's Plays, and pretty much the whole reason why I do them to begin with. It was because of that one thing. Live streams, however, is something kind of different. And I'm not sure how to exactly explain this, because, well, I don't know. It's more like, it's a thing that I was kind of familiar with. I mean, I've seen Proton John streams and all that kind of stuff, and, well, also the TRG stuff he did. So there's pretty much that, but the thing that really got me interested in live streaming was when I eventually grew out of Chucker Conroy and I went over and started my craze with Brainscott. Jeez. With Brainscott. Jeez. If I can even say it anymore, Lord. With Brain Scratch commentaries and Super Gaming Bros, which to this day I'm still watching their stuff and I'm pretty much enjoying their stuff there. I don't know, it's not child friendly in any way. It's a bit more mature for a mature audience, all that kind of stuff, and I like the commentary they do there, and I don't know, the humor in general is just I don't know, I love the stuff they do there. But anyways, I'd like to say it was one of the Brain Scratch's live streams. I'd like to say it's either their Splatoon 2 live stream or I'd like to say one of the Mario Kart live streams that got me interested in live streaming. And to be honest, I didn't... Jeez, my first time actually doing a Let's Play, back with Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland, that was a Facebook live stream playthrough, because I didn't know how to record, I was completely new, and the only thing I was really familiar with was Facebook Live. So that's pretty much how I recorded that game. I went over, downloaded it, then uploaded it on YouTube. And yeah, you can kind of see why I went over and did Kirby's Adventure a year later, because I didn't like how that playthrough went at all. And pretty much the same goes for any playthrough I did in the past. Pretty much this game, Lord, I would say Splatoon 1, but that was the only one I could say that was actually good, in a way, minus the terrible audio quality and the video quality. Pikmin 1 I really want to redo at some point. I'm probably gonna do a speedrun live stream of it after we get done with Let's Go Pikachu. Yes, with Let's Go Pikachu. No, with Let's Go Eevee. Which, by the time of this recording, I am hoping to beat Let's Go Eevee by next week. Just so we can go over and do that. But overall, just seriously though, I really want to go back and do Pikmin because I love Pikmin. And the way I handled my Pikmin 1 Let's Play was not all that good, to say the least. So it's something I want to go back to, and of course the playthroughs I go back to, well, referring to Celeste at least, I'm making that a speedrun livestream because, at least I can be able to get through the game in one fell swoop, and all that kind of stuff, and I'll have to dedicate another Let's Play to it. But anyways, Lord. I've pretty much spoken my piece there, and unfortunately for all of us here, we're only 14 minutes in at this point, and there's still 27 minutes left of the video. Oh boy. Just... Well... I guess something I can say right here, by the time of this recording, I'm holding a poll on my next Let's Play, but... Geez, since by this point, if I can even talk anymore, I've already went over... Geez, the final part of Super Mario 64 has already been uploaded, so we are done with that playthrough at this point, and pass me, roll some balls, thank you. Anyways, we're already done with the Super Mario 64 playthrough, and I'm holding a poll for my next Let's Play, since I've been kind of debating on the game on what game to do next, to be honest. Because I'll say this right here. I was originally planning on doing Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon next for the LP for this channel in terms of Let's Plays. But then I thought, you know what? Maybe people don't want that right away. Maybe people will want to see me do Kirby Superstar next. So I decided to hold a poll on it, and just for the heck of it, really, I also threw it in Pikmin 2, just to see if people were interested in me doing Pikmin 2 for the channel. So far as the polls are going, nobody really cares about Pikmin 2. So that straight up answers my question right there. Besides that, though, I'm surprised how close the poll is. Well, by the time of this recording, anyways, is for Kirby Superstar and for Fire Emblem. Jeez, I'm not kidding when I say this. For the Twitter poll, at least, they're both tied at the moment. Kirby having 2 votes and Fire Emblem having 2 votes. The only thing that's setting them apart is that I'm also holding the poll on Discord, and there's only 1 vote for Kirby Superstar on there. That's the only vote I've gotten on the Discord server, but that's the thing that's really making Lord. That's the only thing that's making Kirby Superstar the next LP at the moment. Anyways, this can obviously change throughout the day, but at this rate, I'm most likely going to be doing Kirby Superstar next, and then doing Fire Emblem right after that. Just because I still want to do Fire Emblem for the channel, and I kind of want to get the worst one out of the way. Because, it's like most of the popular Fire Emblem games reference, they reference, they reference Shadow Dragon and Gaiden a lot, so those are gonna be the first 2 I do. Now, Gaiden / Echoes, I don't mind doing because I love both games just fine. Well, I say that, but I never actually played Gaiden, but I played the heck out of Echoes, so I don't mind doing that for the channel at some point. Shadow Dragon, however, I'll just say that I'll save my thoughts for that when we get to the game, but I'll just say this right here, it's not one of my favorite Fire Emblem games. I'll just say that right there. Not particularly one of my favorites. So, yeah, there's that. Meanwhile, we got some interesting puzzles right here. Okay, there we go. Alright, you made it throughout that entire time. I am proud of you. Okay, I am no longer proud of you for walking off the cliff like that and committing suicide. Dude, what were you thinking when you were doing that? Like, Lord, why do you extend our time here when we could be doing some better stuff? Like playing... Oh, Lord. What's a joke game I can think of? We could be playing Pokemon Snap at the moment, but no. We're stuck playing... We're stuck going through this because... Yeah, I need to get through this eventually, and that eventually is now. But anyways, we are technically at the halfway point of Chapter 7 at this point. Unfortunately, we're only 22... We still got a good 22 minutes left to go, so... boy. Well, is there any other interesting topics I can talk about right here? Oh, yeah, I do have something I can talk about right here. This is a little personal thing I'm doing. This is not for the channel or anything like that, but I'm currently doing my own Nuzlocke playthrough of Pokemon X. Now, normally, that doesn't really sound all that challenging since Pokemon X is a pathetically easy game. But what if I said I was going through the entire game without the experience share on? Yeah. Doing a Nuzlocke of Pokemon X with the experience share has actually been pretty challenging for the most part. I say that, but the first half of the game has been really challenging. Second half of the game so far for me has been pathetically easy. For one reason and one reason only. The 2-star hotel in Luminous City is the best place to grind. It can be dangerous to go through, but dang it, it's a good place to grind. You get a lot of experience there, and you can pretty much just send your best Pokemon out for rotation battles throughout the entire thing. And you can just let your other Pokemon get experience throughout the entire thing. With that in mind, it makes the Nuzlocke being hard to easy in an instant right there. Because I'll admit, the first half of the game was very challenging for me. Only because grinding was actually pretty dangerous to do. And, okay, well, we're just kind of stuck waiting right here at this point. Well, Baxman's gonna dance right here while I keep talking about this right here. Lord, anyways. First half of the game is pretty challenging, only because the wild Pokemon in the earlier sections can be kind of challenging. What I mean by this is some of the Pokemon some Pokemon like Sigilif, or like pretty much the Pokemon that you fight above Colleague's City, whatever city you have the second gym in, really. Those ones are pretty dangerous, but there's Zubat's Roost right next to it, which the Pokemon there don't give a lot of experience since they're around mid-10s in levels. But it's a lot safer to grind there, only because they're so weak. Only problem with that, though, is that they're so low leveled. You're not getting much in return because of that. That's the only real problem with grinding around that point, and because of this, and because of the fact I'm not using experience here, I've had some unexpected deaths throughout the playthrough. I'm not kidding when I say this. I had a Hippopotas, I believe it is. It's the one Hippo brown type thingamajig that has Sandville, which instantly creates a sandstorm if you send it out. Lord. I had that for a little while, but then it died while I was grinding it, so I was kind of out of luck right there. I had a Machop. I got a Machop later. I was raising that up. It died to Dragon Rage from an Axew from Zubat's Roost, like the one dangerous Pokemon that you don't want to fight there. I was like, you know what? I'll be able to do this just fine. Dragon Rages. I was below 40 HP at that point. Yeah. So much for that. So I was pretty nervous at that point because let's just face it, the hardest fight in X and Y is the Grant fight, pretty much second gym leader. And I was worried about that fight throughout the entire time. And just thankfully I got through it pretty easily, thanks to the Snorlax I had, knowing Rock Smash and all that kind of lovely jazz. So thankfully for me, I got through it pretty quickly. But even then, just I can't explain how horrified I was throughout the entire thing. Minus that, I had a Tyrant for a little while until it died, sadly. And I had a Meowstic that I had. Unfortunately for me, it died during my 2-star hotel grind. Thanks to the Zangoose trainer, that literally one of the Zangooses has X-Scissor, the other one has Shadow Claw. They both did that on my Meowstic and it killed it. Plus it got hit by a rock slide early on, so yeah. It didn't end well for it, which was unfortunate since it was my only Pokemon that had Charm, which is good for Nuzlocke. So I was pretty sad when that happened. But now with my current team, I'm worried type-wise because, well, the current team I have is not really all that good type-wise, and the Pokemon I have been getting out of the wild have not been good. It's like, I swear to gosh, the Pokemon that the game are giving me is not good. Which worries me. Like, Lord, do I really have that much bad luck? Or something like that? Like, what did I ever do? Is this like revenge for all the times I said that you were a pathetically easy Pokemon game? And at some point you were like the most easiest Pokemon game until Let's Go came out? And then Let's Go just completely took that title away from you? Like, I'm not kidding when I say this, Let's Go is a pathetically easy game. Up to the point where it puts X and Y to shame. That's how easy it is. Kind of detracting myself from that tangent though, I believe this room does take me a bit, and I think I do cut for it at some point. Not entirely sure if I do. Actually, no I don't. I go for it relatively smoothly for the most part. Or, at least I thought I did, but I might have actually stealthily cut it right there, but I just didn't notice because I was way too much in that tangent right there to even notice a dang thing right here, but anyways, I should probably be talking about the game instead of talking about some other things, but unfortunately, I can't say much about this game. Minus the point. Jeez, the only thing I can really point out is the stupid deaths I have at some point right here. That's all I can really do. It's like, will he be able to do this? Will he be able to do get these dashes off successfully? Answer: not really, because he just sucks at life. Okay, that's just a known fact right there. All right. I mean, gosh, you were supposed to use inertia right there. Like, what some kind of amateur LP or are you at this point? That's why he committed suicide like that. But though he literally had like enough dashes to keep going right there. But then again, he might have only had one dash, so he probably didn't. That's why he killed himself right there. But for all I know, it might be future me that might be the idiot right here this time around, and past me being the smart one. I mean, I was already proven wrong on that for one of the B-side playthroughs. Well, one of the B-side parts at least. Meanwhile, my past self right here is trying to figure out how you're supposed to do this, but kills himself in the process. Meanwhile, I'm gonna take a quick drink of water, so yay! Ah, boy. I swear, it's like, the more I talk for some reason, well, for this part anyways, the lot more stuffy I get, because I'll admit I am still a bit stuffy. I'm pretty sure I said this during the 100 coin hunt I did a couple days ago at this point, that I was a bit stuffy. I'm still a bit stuffy here, and that stuffiness is not really going away or anything like that. So, yeah, there's that. And okay, well, obviously you gotta do the thing. Okay, there you go. You did the thing. We are all proud of you here. All right, 13 minutes in left. You don't have much longer to go, and we have 20 more segments to go. Yes, it's also. Yeah, B-side of this level right here also copies that gimmick, and yeah, there's no other way to continue right there, so you just had to commit suicide right there. Yeah. 19 more to go! Thank goodness. And you couldn't even save yourself right there, like, dude, really? Dashing right there is not gonna save you. I'll say that right there. It's just not gonna happen. It so close, but so far with that one right there. I don't know what to tell you, man. Alright, there you go. Got 18 left to go right there, so that was just unfortunate wall jumping right there for the most part. Like, Lord. This part is slowly killing me, if you couldn't really tell already. Well, is there anything else for me to talk about right here? Some other random tangents I can go into, because I'm surprisingly keeping them up throughout this part right here, which is unheard of for the most part. actually, I don't have anything else to say right here, ironically. Minus for the fact that I'm still hiring mods at the moment. Which, I'm like getting a lot of questions from one person, which, I mean, I appreciate the questions, and I don't particularly blame them for asking a lot of questions right there, because, to be honest, I was expecting a lot of questions for this to begin with, and I'm going to distract myself from that tangent right here to talk about the game right here again. This section is like easily the worst segment in this chapter right here. I'm not kidding when I say that. I've been here for the longest time, and like, Lord. We'll see how long it takes when I eventually cut away in the next, like, minute or so. Well, less than a minute at this point, but anyways. Lord, what was I talking about right here? Okay, mod applications. I've been getting a lot of questions about those, and once again, I've been expecting the questions at this point. I can't even talk anymore. Lord, this part is breaking me apart. Anyways, I've been expecting them so much, and okay, well, 41 minutes, and we're 31 minutes in the part right here. Oh, the irony. Okay, no. And, okay, yeah, myself, I can imagine you being relieved right there after suffering for all that, and you purposely went into the spike right there. What do I expect from you at this point? Like, seriously, what do I expect from you at this point? Anyways, got 11 more to go. We have 9 minutes left. Thank goodness. And I've already stopped talking about mod applications. Point is, I'm hiring mods still, by the time of this recording. And I know when this part's gonna get uploaded, so mod applications will still be up around that time. If you want to be a mod for the channel for live streams, I recommend going over, watching the update video to get to learn about the mod applications. Well, not shenanigans, just learn about the mod applications, what you gotta do for it, all that kind of stuff. And just, yeah, I'll just kind of stop from there, but anyways, this part right here is kind of, well, it's wall jump happy for the most part, I guess you can say. I mean, look at all the precise wall jumping you gotta do right here. It's like, this is something you would see from a Kaizo-related Mario Maker 2 level. Like, seriously, this is something you would kind of expect from that, but no, it's not. But this time it's actually made by the developers, because they are evil like that. Okay, no. Just jump, 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 dash. There you go. There you go. Got 9 more to go. Thankfully, we're nearing the end of this lovely chapter right here. Thank goodness. And I think this part right here is the last time I cut, because I remember this part right here taking me a while to do also. If I don't cut, then we're here for another 20 minutes. Okay, no. I say 20 minutes when we're really 8 minutes in at this point, but you can totally expect a sudden 20-minute shift right here, but it's probably not gonna happen. It's just probably not gonna happen. Ah, boy. Ah, boy. You know what? I just realized something. I never talked about the music here. Hallelujah! I broke a new trend. I'm breaking that trend right now. B-side music for Chapter 7 is a little... It's a bit more of a... Well, I wouldn't say an updated version, but it's a bit of a darker version, I guess you can say, of the normal Chapter 7 music. Where that one was upbeat, and okay, I did cut for this one. Good. Anyways, that one was upbeat, and all that kind of stuff. It's like, you know this is the ending right there. And you're like, it's very cheery at that point. You're over your anxiety. You accept the fact that you have it. And you're just now going with it. Here, it's like, you're getting stuff done, but it's for the completely different reasons. And, well, it's about time we get to this. Wave dashing will dash for that while dashing up. Yeah. This is a tactic that I'm gonna hate later. Glares at chapter 9. Because, just, that was something I did not enjoy doing. And I still need to go back and clear chapter 9 on my own time, since I have not done that yet. And same goes for the seaside, since I haven't actually gone for all the seasides on my own time, so I'm either going to be doing them right away after this part right here, and just so I know what to expect for when I eventually record these, or I do them blind, because why not really? But then I have to cut around some stuff anyways, because that's just how life works, I guess you could say. But anyways, yeah, the ball jump, wave dash thingamajig, I'm struggling to do it right here, but I think my pass off right here eventually gets pretty used to it, so there's that at least. And you failed at a dash only section. How do you do that? There. It's that easy. Don't do that again, okay? Okay. 4 left to go. 4 more. And we got 4 more minutes left. And then he falls off like that, and I'm just kind of questioning life at that point. But yeah, a very tight wave dash you have to do right there. And I'm trying to figure out this like a secret hole that you can cheese up to, but now it's literally wave dashing right there. And speaking of wave dashing, jeez, you have to do more of it here. But with those tiny spike platforms this time. Yeah! This is fun, and it takes my pass up a little bit right here to figure out that you're supposed to do that. I mean, I think I'm starting to get the idea here, but I'm just jumping into the spikes at this point. Okay, yeah, there you go. There you go. You dashed a little too late right there, and now we're stuck watching you jump into spikes right here again. Okay. There you go. 2 more left to go is what I saw right there. I like to say it's 2 more, but I might be wrong. Pretty sure it is. So this is technically the second last section before we completely end it off right here. Well, until we get to the part at least. So thank goodness for that at least. Boy. I'm just hoping for this part to get over with at this point, just so I can stop talking and I can start blowing my nose at this point, but no, I'm gonna let this not run down because, yeah, I wanna gross you guys out like that. Okay, no. To be honest, I'm grossing myself out right now for not blowing my nose at the moment. And I have places to be at later today. That's not exactly fun. I'll say that right there. That's not exactly fun. But hey, it's part of life. I gotta start doing this eventually, and it's about time I do it. It's why you... And that's why you dashed into the spike right there, past self. You knew what torture you have to go through today, and I don't know what to say anymore. I am broken at this point. Thankfully, we only had 2 minutes left here. Okay, good. Last section right here. Hallelujah! 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 Hallelujah. Okay. It's a straight shot. You should not die here. I will shade you for all eternity if you do. Okay, made it to the top right here, but there's a little something you have to do right here. Because this is actually not the actual end right here. You think it might be until past obstacles underneath the spot right, the obvious hidden area right there. That was amazing. I can't believe we did that. Nothing can stop us now. Well, nothing can really stop us. You're scaring me right now. Don't ask why I asked out of the read that out loud. I'm going insane. I am literally the Shadow Mandolin right now. Going all insane, but anyways. We got this last segment right here to go through, and all the platforms right here are spikes. So it's literally a timing of getting past them instead of landing on them. As demonstrated right there. Like, Lord. And then you hit the top of the spikes right there and just... You're doing nobody favors by doing that, okay? I'll say that right there. There. You just gotta not die here. Alright, just simple wall jumping. You can totally do simple wall jumping, right? Right. Dash up there already. Thank you. Thank you. No more running. We're done running at this point. At least for me recording this post-commentary for this part right here. Anyways, B-Side Chapter 7 finally over with. Thank goodness. You can watch the amazing sunrise or sunset for the distance right here. Thank goodness. Anyways, that's it for Chapter 7 B-Side Shenanigans right here. And we had quite a bit of deaths right there. Like that's anything new really, but anyways. Next time we'll be here, we'll be doing Chapter 8 B-Side. Yeah, there's not much left to say right there besides that. With that being said, I'll see you guys. Until then,